Hey, welcome to a huge update video, kind of early February or almost February, late January update. As you can see, I got a fish tank. It is a 20-gallon Marineland starter kit fish tank that I just went and bought at my local PetSmart. It was $100 and I think that it's really great. As you can see, the water is a little murky. I just cleaned it yesterday, and the bacteria, I had a bacterial bloom last week, so it was like 10 times worse. Like, just think not being able to see past this plant right here. It was pretty bad, and I was like, oh crap, what do I do? I have no idea what's going on. But I got it all squared away, so I'll start talking about my tank. It's, like I said, 20-gallon Marineland starter kit. I'll go up here. It has the bio wheel right there. It doesn't have a lot of bacteria on it, but I've only had the tank for like a month. There's the filter cartridge. It's like the right size B, and that. When I first got it, the wheel wasn't spinning at all, and so I had to, for a while, I had to wedge a piece in here because when I pushed down on it, it went faster. Yeah, it's spinning right now, I can't really tell. Yeah. So I had to wedge something in there and kind of make it a little bigger space. But it has the LED lights. Here's daytime, off, nighttime. Can't really see it, but it's like a light blue. You know, I'll turn the lights off. Yeah, you can see it's kind of like a light blue, cool LEDs. And turn the daytime back on. But yeah, it's a really cool tank. I'll show you the side view. There's the windows in the background. It came with a little strip thermometer, a heater, the tank itself, an extra filter cartridge, and the filter, and I want some like sample food, but that's about it. I recently got a bubbler, just like a, you know, whatever that is, bubbler. And then the little air stones I have are these ones. I just bought them off Amazon. They're not the best. They're a little too powerful for my tank, so I had to bury them in the gravel. But let me just get into my plants and my fish, and then I'll get into other things. I have 3 guppies right here. 3 guppies. They're guppies. I had 6 zebra danios, but the tiniest little one I think got chomped by someone and was a floater yesterday. So now I only have 5, but I'll probably go back to the fish store in a couple weeks and maybe get 3 more. But and then I have here my little pride and joy. I have a dwarf honey gourami. He is super cool, and he's a little bit bigger than the other fish, so he really stands out. And he's just like enjoying life here. But yeah, and I think I have 12 plants. Oh, and I have a snail back there. If you can see him, just like a little mystery snail. But yeah, the zebra danios are pretty small right now. I got them at PetSmart because my local fish store didn't have them in stock, so, or they weren't gonna have them. And I'm planning on getting some shrimp soon. But yeah, I have just some gravel, you know, regular gravel, and 12 plants. I had a female beta in here, but when I was putting the gourami in and the zebra danios, she started flaring like a male beta, and so that was a little unacceptable, so I took her out, and she's in a tiny tank right now, kind of being lonely and lethargic because she's alone. And she had this nice 20-gallon, but she decided to ruin it and be a little brat. So I might put her in when the zebra danios get a little bigger because I don't want her killing them. But yeah, I have all the plants in here except for these 5, 6, okay, never mind. Most of the plants in here are like soft, silky plants or really soft plastic. There's the bubbler, the tubing I tried to hide. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys. I cycled my tank within a week. I used the API master test kit. It works pretty good for me. I found that the ammonia is always between, even when my tank had no fish in it, it was always between 0 and 0.25, like it's the color that's in between, I don't know. To start my fish tank up, I got it cycled within like 3 days because I used the fluval. You don't add fish, I didn't add my fish immediately, but I used the fluval biological enhancer. It's bacteria in a bottle and it's really great. I got the idea off like this really big fish tank, or fish guy off YouTube actually. And I use Prime, the Seachum Prime conditioner, which I think it works fine. It smells like dog farts, but it's sulfur. But that's, yeah. I couldn't find peat moss anywhere because we have really hard water here in California, or Southern California, really hard water. So I couldn't find any peat moss, so my next step was I had to get API proper pH 7.0. I thought that was a good, freshwater basic. And I added it to my tank, and that's where I thought the cloudiness came from. And that's where some of the cloudiness could be coming from, but overall I think that cloudiness was from the bacteria, and then a little bit of this. What I do is when I take my 25% out or whatever to do the water change, I add it to the 5-gallon bucket. I add like a little scoop, if I can open this with one hand. I add like half of this scoop to a 5-gallon bucket, and then I mix it up and I put my Prime in there and I put some of the bacteria in there, and then I add it to my fish tank, and that's my water change. I also have the little siphon that you do all the gravel with. I just did a huge water change yesterday. Like, I really siphoned the gravel and there was a bunch of crap in it, so that was good. This biological enhancer, the bacteria is only good until March 2015, so it does go bad within a couple months of purchasing it, so you got to use it. But I really like it and I'm almost done with it, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone starting an aquarium. And then from my local fish store, I got New Life Spectrum Optimum All-Purpose Flakes. They, so far, my fish really like them. I was just using these, the Marineland sample fish food and some pellet food that I had for my betas a couple years ago. Not a couple years ago, but a year ago when I had my betas, but they passed away. It smells like fish and they're flakes. So, but my fish seem to really like them. They float really nicely, considering. Let me see my little honey gourami. He's so awesome. They float really nicely. Oh, I almost scared him. And they sink. They don't sink too fast, and they don't float too much. They're just perfect. The guy at my local fish store said that they're like one of the best on the market, so I really liked them. And that's about it. Stay tuned for a couple more videos coming about my lizards, and I'm gonna actually probably show you guys my Uromastyx. He's out of hibernation and his colors are pretty vibrant nowadays, so stay tuned for more videos, and thanks for watching. Bye!